You run a small bookshop on a quiet street. The shop has been there for 17 years. You open at 9, you close at 6. Most days feel exactly the same. The wooden floor creaks in the same spots. The bell above the door rings the same way. You know which books sell and which ones gather dust on the back shelves. You know the rhythm of footsteps. You know the sound of pages turning. You know the particular quiet of a Tuesday afternoon. The shop makes enough money to pay rent, enough to pay you. Not much more than that. You stand behind the counter on a Wednesday morning. The light comes through the front window at an angle. Dust moves slowly through the air. You watch it for a while. Your mind is somewhere else. You are thinking about the electricity bill that came yesterday. You are thinking about the supplier invoice sitting unopened in the desk drawer. You do not open the drawer. A customer comes in. They browse for 15 minutes. They leave without buying anything. The bell rings twice, once when they enter, once when they leave. You sit on the stool behind the counter. Your back aches a little. It always does by midday. You straighten up. Then you slouch again. The shop is warm. Outside, people walk past the window. Most of them do not look in. The afternoon passes slowly. You sell 3 books. One is a cookbook, one is a mystery novel, one is a children's picture book for someone's grandchild. You wrap them carefully in brown paper. You write the prices in the receipt book by hand. The pen makes a scratching sound on the paper. At 6 o'clock, you lock the door. You count the cash. You write the total in the ledger. Then you go upstairs to the small flat above the shop. You heat up leftovers from 2 days ago. You eat at the kitchen table. The chair wobbles slightly. It has been like that for months. You sit there for a while after eating. The plate is empty. You should wash it. Instead, you just sit. The light outside is fading. The street below is quiet. You can hear a car passing every few minutes. You can hear the hum of the refrigerator. This is how most evenings go. Weeks pass like this. The shop opens. The shop closes. Some days are busier than others. Saturdays bring more people. Mondays are slow. You restock shelves. You dust the windowsill. You rearrange the display table near the entrance. Small tasks that fill the hours. You have been thinking about something for a while now. It is a quiet thought that appears and then fades. It comes back when you are locking up. It comes back when you are staring at the ledger. It comes back late at night when you cannot sleep. The thought is simple. The shop is stable, but it is not growing, and you are tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, a different kind. The kind that builds up slowly over years of doing the same thing the same way. One evening, you are sitting at the kitchen table. Your laptop is open in front of you. You are not doing anything with it. You are just looking at the screen. The cursor blinks in the search bar. You have been sitting like this for 20 minutes. Finally, you type something, just a few words. How to sell books online. You press enter. A list of results appears. You read the first one, then the second, then you close the laptop. It feels too big. It feels too complicated. You do not know how any of it works. Websites, payment systems, shipping. You have been running the shop the same way since you opened it. Cash and card readers, paper receipts, customers who walk through the door. You leave the laptop closed for 3 days. On the 4th day, you open it again. This time you read more carefully. You click on a link about setting up an online store. The article is long. It uses words you do not fully understand. Platform, integration, inventory management. You read slowly. You have to read some sentences twice. After an hour, you close the laptop again, but this time, something feels different. Not excitement, not confidence, just a small shift. A sense that maybe this is possible, maybe. Days turn into weeks. You keep reading, a little bit each evening. Articles about online selling, tutorials about building simple websites. You do not take any action yet. You are just learning. You are trying to understand how it all fits together. The shop continues as always. Customers come in, you sell books, you order new stock from suppliers. The routine does not change, but in the evenings, something is different. You are sitting with your laptop instead of staring at the wall. One night, you find a website builder that looks simple. It says you do not need to know how to code. It says you can start for free. You stare at the sign-up button for a long time. Your finger hovers over the trackpad. You do not click it. You close the laptop. You make tea. You sit by the window with the cup warming your hands. The street is empty. A few lights are on in the buildings across the way. You sip the tea slowly. It is too hot at first. Then it cools. You drink it all. The next evening, you open the laptop again. The website builder is still there. The sign-up button is still there. This time you click it. The process is simple. Enter your email. Choose a password. Confirm. You are in. Now you are looking at a blank template. It is a white screen with spaces for text and images. Instructions on the side tell you what to do. Add your business name. Upload a logo. Choose a color scheme. You do not have a logo. You are not sure about colors. You type the name of your shop into the business name field. That part is easy. Then you stop. You sit there for a while. The cursor blinks. You close the laptop again. This happens several times. You open the website builder. You look at the empty template. You feel overwhelmed. You close it. But each time you stay a little longer. You fill in one more field. You choose one color. You upload one photo of the shop that you took on your phone. Small steps. Slow progress. After 2 weeks, you have something that barely looks like a website. The layout is basic. The colors are plain. There are only 5 books listed. You took photos of them on the counter using your phone. The pictures are not great. The lighting is uneven, but they are there. You do not publish the site. You save it as a draft. You are not ready for anyone to see it yet. More weeks pass. You keep working on the site in small increments. You add more books, 10, then 15, then 20. You write short descriptions for each one. Just a sentence or two. Nothing fancy. You look up what other online bookstores write. You try to copy the style. Simple, clear, straightforward. You learn about shipping. This part is confusing. Different rates for different weights. Packaging materials, tracking numbers. You have to read the same article 3 times before it makes sense. You make notes on a piece of paper. Prices for envelopes, prices for boxes, estimated times for delivery. Then you have to connect a payment system. This takes even longer to figure out. There are forms to fill out, bank details to enter, verification steps. You get stuck multiple times. You have to search for help articles. Some of them are useful, some of them use language that is too technical. You piece it together slowly. One night, you reach the end of the setup process. Everything is connected. The website has books, it has prices, it has a way to accept payments, it has shipping options. You sit back and look at the screen. It is not beautiful, it is not impressive, but it works. You still do not publish it. You keep it as a draft for another week. You keep checking it, looking for mistakes, reading the descriptions again, wondering if the photos are good enough, wondering if anyone would actually buy anything. Finally, on a Tuesday evening, you click the publish button. The site goes live. It is out there, somewhere on the internet, a small bookshop website that almost no one knows exists. You do not tell anyone, not yet. You just sit there, feeling strange, feeling like you have done something significant and insignificant at the same time. That night, you check the site before bed. No orders. Of course not. No one knows about it yet. The next morning, you open the shop as usual. The routine is the same. Unlock the door, turn on the lights, arrange the display, wait for customers. Throughout the day, you check your phone. You refresh the website dashboard, no orders. This continues for days. The shop runs normally. The website exists, but nothing happens on it. No visitors, no sales. It sits there in the background, waiting. You start to feel foolish. All that time spent building something that no one is using. All those evenings at the laptop. For what? But you do not take the site down. You leave it running. You tell yourself it is fine. It is there. That is enough for now. Then one evening, almost 2 weeks after publishing the site, you check the dashboard. There is a number next to orders. The number is 1. You stare at it. You click on it. An order. Someone bought a book, a novel. They paid online. The payment went through. There is a name, an address, instructions for shipping. You sit very still. You read the order details again. A real person, a real purchase, from the website you built. The next morning, you pack the book carefully. You print the address label. You walk to the post office. You send the package. The whole process feels surreal. Someone you have never met bought something from your shop without ever stepping inside. Days pass, then another order, then nothing for a week, then 2 orders in one day. The pattern is unpredictable. Some weeks bring 3 or 4 sales. Some weeks bring none. But there are sales. People are finding the website somehow. People are buying books. You start spending more time updating the site, adding more books, taking better photos, writing clearer descriptions. You watch tutorials on how to improve product listings. You learn about keywords. You learn about tags, small technical details that help people find what they are searching for. The online sales grow slowly, very slowly. Most of your revenue still comes from the physical shop. The website brings in maybe 10% at first, then 15, then 20. It is not transformational, but it is something. Months pass. You develop a routine. In the morning, you check for overnight orders. During slow periods in the shop, you photograph books and update listings. In the evening, you pack and label shipments. The work is steady, repetitive, but it feels different from just standing behind the counter. You are reaching people you never could have reached before. Someone in another city, someone in another part of the country. They want a specific book. They search for it. They find your website. They click purchase. The transaction happens while you are sleeping. This thought sits with you. The shop is working even when you are not standing in it. You start learning about other things, email newsletters, social media, ways to let people know the shop exists online. This part is harder. You are not comfortable promoting yourself. It feels awkward, pushy, but you try. You send a monthly email to the small list of subscribers who signed up through the website. Just a simple message. New books this month. a recommendation or two. Nothing elaborate. Some people unsubscribe. Most stay. A few reply with thank you notes. Those messages surprise you. People you have never met telling you they appreciate the shop, the care you put into descriptions, the quick shipping. You create a social media account for the shop. You are not sure what to post. You start with photos of the shop, the front window, a stack of new arrivals, a cup of tea on the counter next to an open book. Simple images, no captions that try too hard, just showing what is there. The account grows slowly, a few followers a week. Sometimes someone shares one of your posts. Sometimes someone asks about a book in the comments. You respond. Conversations happen. Small connections form. After a year, the website is bringing in about 30% of your revenue. The physical shop still matters. People still walk through the door. But now there is another stream, another way the shop exists in the world. You hire someone to help part-time, a young person who knows more about websites than you do. They help you improve the layout. They show you how to track which books get the most views. They help you write better descriptions. You watch them work. You ask questions. You learn. The shop still opens at 9, still closes at 6. The bell still rings. The floor still creaks. But something has shifted. The boundaries of the shop have expanded. It is not just the building anymore. It is the website, the email list, the social media presence, a network of small connections that did not exist before. Not everything goes smoothly. There are problems. A shipment gets lost. A customer complains about a damaged book. You have to figure out refunds. You have to deal with negative reviews. These moments are stressful. You lose sleep over them. But you learn. You improve the packaging. You respond to complaints carefully and honestly. You fix what you can. There are also unexpected challenges. The website crashes one day. You do not know why. You have to contact support. You have to wait for help. The site is down for 6 hours. During those hours, you feel the vulnerability of relying on technology. When it comes back online, you are relieved. But you also realize how dependent you have become on something you do not fully control. Months turn into more months. The second year is steadier than the first. Online sales plateau for a while. Then they grow again. Then they plateau. The growth is not linear. It is not predictable, but it is real. You attend a workshop on small business e-commerce. You sit in a room with other shop owners. They talk about their experiences, their struggles, their small victories. You listen. You realize you are not alone in this. Other people are navigating the same uncertainties, trying to adapt, trying to keep their businesses alive in a changing landscape. You exchange contacts with a few of them. You email occasionally. Nothing formal, just checking in, sharing tips. It helps, knowing there are others on the same slow journey. The physical shop changes too. You rearrange the layout to create a small corner for online order fulfillment. A table, shelves for packaging materials, a label printer. It is a visible reminder that the shop is both things now, physical and digital, local and reaching outward. Some regular customers ask about the website. You tell them about it. Some seem skeptical. Why buy online when the shop is right here? You do not have a perfect answer. You just say it helps people who cannot come to the shop, people who live far away, people who prefer to browse at midnight in their pajamas. They nod. They seem to understand. By the end of the second year, the online side of the business is bringing in about 40% of revenue. That is a significant portion. Enough that if it disappeared, the shop would struggle, but also not so much that the physical shop does not matter anymore. Both sides are important. Both sides sustain the whole. You think about where you were 3 years ago, standing behind the counter, feeling stuck, feeling tired. You are still tired sometimes, but it is a different kind of tired. The tired that comes from learning, from adapting, from building something piece by piece. You did not transform overnight. There was no moment of sudden success, no viral post, no flood of orders, just slow, steady work, incremental progress, mistakes made and corrected, systems built gradually. You sit at the kitchen table one evening. The laptop is open. You are updating the website with new arrivals. This task used to take hours. Now it takes 30 minutes. You have done it so many times. You know the steps. Your fingers move automatically. When you are done, you close the laptop. You make tea. You sit by the window. The street below is quiet. The lights are on in the other buildings. Everything looks the same as it did 3 years ago. But you feel different. Not proud exactly, not triumphant, just steady, grounded. You built something that works. You learned skills you did not have. You adapted when you needed to adapt. The shop will open again tomorrow. The bell will ring. Customers will browse. You will help them find what they need. And in the background, quietly, the website will keep running. Orders will come in. Books will ship out. The work continues. You sip your tea. It is warm in your hands. The evening is peaceful. You are not worried about tomorrow, not worried about next month. The constant panic you used to feel is gone, replaced by something calmer, a sense of sustainability, an understanding that this is how it goes. Small steps, slow growth, ongoing effort. You finish your tea, you wash the cup, you turn off the lights one by one, you go to bed. Tomorrow the work continues, and that feels okay.